In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of gratitude and how being ungrateful can destroy your life and lead you into depression. So let's get started. So, have you been rejecting negative thoughts, trying to focus on the positive, visualizing your goals as if they've already been achieved? I know these practices sound simple, but they can be very, very positive. Now, I know that when you're in the depths of depression, it's hard to think positive. Believe me, I was there. It's very hard to have a positive thought. So a tip to get started on these practices is to try to change your physiology. So a change in physiology can be going from a sitting position to a standing position. So if you are trying to do these practices laying in bed or slouched in a chair, on a couch, try to stand up. Hold your head up. Put your shoulders back. Your body will react when you change your physiology. It will feel differently. Stand tall, stand strong. These things matter. Also, go in to the bathroom or wherever you have a mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and smile. Now this is something that anybody can do. I know you may not feel like smiling, but just smile. Your body reacts to that, and it makes it much easier to start thinking positively. When you're slouched in a chair, on a couch, or you're laying, in bed, it's sometimes it is very difficult to have a positive thought, and it's very easy to think negatively. But once you flip and you stand tall, you put your head up, you smile, it makes it a lot easier to have a positive thought. Another tip that really helped me is just move. Get up, bounce around. You don't have to go for a hike or go walking. Just move a little bit. Put on some music if you can, if you feel like it, and just bounce around, just shake, just vibrate. And Elliot Halls has a couple great videos about this. The opposite of depression is expression. You need to get it out. So if you have those negative feelings in you, scream, hit. Don't hit somebody else. I'm saying hit a punching bag or whatever you have, and kind of get that out. Stomp your feet, scream. Those are when you're feeling those negative emotions. Get them out. Bounce around. Do what you can to get those emotions out of you. And the first day that you start this, let me tell you, you're not going to feel like doing it. You're not. But it's something that you got to fake it until you make it. You start doing it, and each day gets a little bit easier. Then you start getting some momentum, and you start making progress. And pretty soon, those negative emotions that used to swamp your life are no longer there. They go away, and you start feeling good about yourself. You start getting some positive momentum. The next step is to start being grateful and showing gratitude for the things that you have in your life. Because I can guarantee you that you have some things to be grateful for. I guarantee that there's somebody in a worse condition than you are. Now, if you're able to walk, that's something to be grateful for. There are people that would give anything to be able to walk. If you do not have a disease that is killing you, there are people on their deathbed that would give anything to have a little bit more life, to have the opportunity that you have in front of you. Speaking of opportunity, got a question for you. What do you do when you are walking down the street and you see money, a penny or a quarter laying on the ground? Because I can tell you what I do. I bend over, I pick up whatever it is, and I say thank you. I treat it like it's a gift from the universe, and I say thank you. I train my mind to recognize opportunity. And sometimes great opportunity will present itself to you in a small package, in small amounts. And you have to be able to have your mindset open to that opportunity so you see that and maybe see the value in it. Treat the universe, treat your life like it's a guest at one of your birthday parties. And think about this. If a guest at your party gave you, let's say, a shirt, brought you a present, and you opened it and said, it's not really my style. I don't really like the color. This shirt sucks. Do you think that guest will bring you any more gifts? Do you think they'll even show up at your next birthday party? I doubt it. If you are currently feeling sad and depressed, one thing to be thankful for is that you are still feeling. Because guess what the next step is? Because your body, if you overwhelm your body with these negative thoughts constantly, day in and day out, your body just gets to the point where they say, okay, we've had enough of this. We're going to shut this down. And then you get where you don't feel anything. You don't feel sadness, but you also don't feel passion. You don't feel motivated. You don't feel excitement about anything. I think it's a defense mechanism of the body to keep you from being overwhelmed. But you almost feel like a robot. And believe me, I know about this because I've been there. And feeling sad is better than not feeling at all. Zig Ziglar has a tremendous video that goes through this and explains this process of showing gratitude, which I'm going to link in the description. But it is a change in mindset, which is basically all we're talking about, right? So you start showing gratitude for the things that you have, no matter how small it is, how little you have. Be grateful for what you do have. And one of the things that you want to avoid, that is one of the most deadly traps that human beings fall into, is the comparison paradigm. So one of the worst things to do is to compare yourself to other people in areas that you can't change. For example, let's say a guy is 5'6". He may feel bad about that, right? May have little man's disease. But he may think, man, if I was only a couple inches taller. Well, guess what? Guys that are 5'8", their lives are not perfect, right? And they're thinking, man, if I was only 5'10", just to be an average height, wouldn't that be great? But the thing is, guys that are 5'10", that are average, their lives are not perfect. They have all kinds of issues, and they're wishing they were 6 foot. And the guys that are 6 foot are wishing they were 6'2". And the guys that are 6'2", man, wouldn't it be awesome to be 6'5"? And then the guys that are 6'5" are saying, man, it sucks being this tall. I got bent down to talk to girls. Most girls I like are 5'4", or 5'5". If I was just a couple inches shorter, life would be great. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how tall you are. Life can be great, no matter if you're 5'1", if you're 6'5", whatever that is. Make the best out of it and be thankful. So let's change it to things that you do have control over. Let's say your weight, or your bank account, or your job. These things, people get it in their head like life would be perfect if only fill in the blank. If only I had enough money. If only if I'd lose weight, life would be perfect. Well, let me tell you something. Life is not perfect. People that have $1 million in the bank, they may not have the same problems that you do if money's an issue for you, but they have a lot of problems, right? So the simple fact is, if you're not happy making $10 an hour, you're probably not going to be happy making $20 an hour or $50 an hour. Some problems go away, but new problems show up. Let's say you're a parent and you have bad relationship with your kids. If you win the lottery, that relationship is not going to get better. It's probably going to get a lot worse. If you have a drug problem and all of a sudden you come into a whole lot of money, that drug problem is probably going to kill you. If you have a cocaine habit addiction and you get a lot of money, it's probably going to kill you. I watched a documentary on Netflix the other day that was following these male fitness models. And you would think, from everything we're taught in our lives, that these guys would be living absolutely perfect dream-like lives, right? They're good-looking guys, they're in incredible shape, they got money. But during the documentary, each of them talked about their own personal struggles. Some of them have went through a divorce. Their wives are left them or cheated on them, or their girlfriend cheated on them, or they went through serious bouts of depression. And I realized watching this documentary, I've realized it before, but it just brought it home, that there is no perfect life. Everybody has struggles. The storms of life are going to come. The rain is going to fall on the just and the unjust. Les Brown says everybody's either heading towards a storm, in the middle of a storm, or coming out of a storm. Life is going to happen. But when you change your mindset and you start believing yourself, it gives you the foundation to deal with these storms in a healthy, constructive manner. And then you start seeing the good, the silver lining in every dark cloud. So watch the video by Zig Ziglar and do what he suggests to do. And do it with passion and enthusiasm. Take stock of your life. Start showing gratitude for the things that you have. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people in areas that you can't change. And start developing the inner resources that allow you to go through life with grace, with energy, with passion, with poise. You become someone that other people depend on. So we're coming to the end of this video, and I really appreciate you listening to me. I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me, and I can't wait to share some of the secrets that I know that are going to allow you to supercharge your life, to get not only out of the pit of the depression, but to allow you to climb any mountain that you want to climb. And I'll see you next time.